Welcome back to Yin Yang TK, everyone, and today we're going to be watching the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world, episode 10. So in the last episode, we saw that Seika basically said no to that weird freaking prince, that he was basically being selfish, arrogant, and stupid all in a basically all in the same time, and that he solved the dragon problem, right? And that the person that is his closest friend, Yifa, basically says no to the prince and even no to the elf, saying like, I don't care if you say that he is a monster in the elf's eyes, even if the elementals are staying away from him, I still care about him, right? And she stuck to her guns, right? And then she even gave her an elemental as a present, and she wishes the best for her. And I like the fact that Yifa did not want to be in that harem, because that harem looked weird and disorganized, in my opinion. But Seika, being OP like always, basically destroyed the mercenaries like no tomorrow, and then even made the prince feel stupid about what he was trying to accomplish, right? Because he wanted to show the queen that he is capable, but he's not capable. He's still a man-child, right? So we're gonna see what's gonna happen right now, because at the very end of that episode, we saw some demons basically destroying things left and right, and could spell trouble, because they want to fight the hero, right? Not knowing that there's something even worse in store if they mess with the wrong person. And we're talking about Seika right there. So make sure you sync the time of the anime with the time that you see on the bottom left hand on your screen. And let's go for it, guys. Let's watch it. All right, so it's a castle of some sort. Princess, it's time. Get ready to go. Very well. Oh, a princess? I wonder from what nation. Ayumu. I want you to meet my family. If it's Ayumu, I'm okay with it. Oh my god, they're getting it wrong. It's a marriage. No, it's not a marriage proposal. My family asked me to come home for spring break. My father wants to meet the swordsman who can use all magical elements. How about it? Do you want to come too, Mabel? I'm sure my father would be love to meet the daughter of the Baron Crane. All right. So Seika is going. I'm not looking forward to it, though. You really don't want to go home that badly? No, I don't. There's someone really important at the mansion right now. They're the one who wants to meet us. It's always a mess wherever politics is involved. If you don't want to go, it feels like you don't have to. I can't do whatever I want, you know. If I stand out too much, I'll meet my end the same way I did my past life. That's why I'm doing things the smart way this time. The little foxy on the hair, it's so adorable, right? And cue the intro. So that's why he invited Ayumu to, like, I want you to meet my family. It's like, is it a marriage proposal? And then Yifa was like, if she's the one that you really want, I'll accept it. And she's like, no, it's not a marriage proposal. I just want you to meet my dad, who is fascinated about the hero that can use all four elements, right? And then also meet the other girl, because I guess there's a connection between his family and her family because of the nobility, I guess. But it seems like he really doesn't want to go home, because he knows that there's something that has to do with politics, and he doesn't want to get involved in that, because he knows what happened in his past life, right? From episode 1, he says it in detail that he stood out way too much, and that the people that he was closest with, that he was protecting, backstabbed him, because apparently they were afraid that he was gaining too much power, right? But that was just a stupid reason from the get-go. He wasn't hurting anyone, and he had no like desire of becoming the ruler of the world or king or anything. He just wanted to practice his exorcism, train his I guess disciples, and, you know, just live life. But now he's gonna do it smart. So we're gonna see what this episode is about. Oh, his big brother is there. I made it, brother Loof. What happened to you? I'm a little carriage sick. I don't like carriages. Anyways, you look different than I remember. I feel like somebody who's heir to the noble title now. This is Onmyō from the class, and Mabel, the daughter of the Baron Crane. Seika's brother. He's a very nice guy. I like how they're all nervous. And then the dad is there. Welcome home, Seika. Oh, no, that's not his father. I think that's like... Oh, that's the father of Yifa. Oh, he's all awkward. It's been a long time. Oh, his brother is so nice. His big brother. His big brother was the one that always supported Seika. You finally back, huh? Oh, not this guy again. He needs another ass whooping again. Here we go. He's the one that almost died. You're having fun in the army? I don't think I enjoyed this much. Uh-huh. He was so upset about it back then, too. I much prefer firing off magic spells and swinging swords than sitting on behind a desk. Grateful for you. I don't think so. But I have forgotten the humiliation I suffered. Oh, here we go. Alright, so we're gonna have a fight? Is that the brother that bullied you? Oh, Onmyō is gonna get involved? Fight me instead of Seika. Go on and fight her and find out. Oh! She's a lot stronger than I am. If you win, I'll fight you. Look at her, she's all like, this is gonna be over really quick. Draw that fancy sword. My sword against a wooden one? Seika will be the referee? I'm usually a hero, she'll win easily. Yep. Oh gosh. Even I saw that coming. No magic allowed in this fight. Both ready? Begin. Maybe it's not gonna... I don't know. That's okay with that. Oh, tricked her. There is no magic though. When did I use magic? Ah, I tricked her. You call yourself a knight? You're allowed to cheat all you like on the battlefield. I'll probably lose the next one. Alright, so Seika's gonna fight then. I heard you won the martial arts tournament. Fine. Alright, so Seika comes up. Is that the princess? Oh, so the princess came there, huh? I don't trust that princess. She's a little too nice. Don't cause problem for my men. Oh, so he's in charge of keeping the princess safe? There's absolutely nothing gained from this fight. I'll have something real meaning for you. You're saying I'm gonna lose? I can never do something so cruel. I expect you to win the fight. Oh, wow. Isn't there a meaning in defeat too? Oh my gosh. Forget it, Seika. I'm surprised Glai's listening. Because of the princess? You're in the presence of Princess Fiona. Art egg life. The princess? The holy princess. And Seika doesn't care. Episode 10, Holy Princess. Mm-hmm. What kind of rank is the holy princess? It's not an official title. They call her that because the way she was born. 15 years ago, a priestess at a temple in the capital gave birth to a child. Yeah. Whose father was the emperor. And that child was the holy princess who bears the blood of both priestess and royal line. What the holy princess doing in your house? I don't know. I wanted to meet you. I heard all about you. They say that you got top scores on your entrance exams. Unlike you can use all 4 elements, you've also got amazing skill with the sword. So talking about hero, I'm you. Yeah. Red hair, eyes, color, fresh as grass. Just like I saw. What my mother must have seen in her last moments or memories? Seika Lamprogue, uh-huh. I'm grateful for you for agreeing to my sudden request. Not at all. I'm always willing to help any way I can, princess. He has to say that to keep an act. Is there something wrong? I'd love to have you as my holy knights, but that's not possible, is it? I'll be staying a few more days. Does she know, like, he's powerful? Accompanying her to the capital? Please kind to me while I'm here. Alright, so I guess. So what's going on? That's the question. I didn't think the Holy Princess had such a demeanor. I never thought I'd meet her, yeah. Do you know she was here? Why didn't you say anything? Oh, well, oh, they're all staring at her stare. If I were to be one, I'd love to be able to fly. I recommend one of the birds that live in the southern forest. Oh, so they're like doing small talk in the dinner table, huh? Like a dragon. Ah, because he flew a dragon too. You've seen a dragon? Yes. Yifa and I went to Australia to investigate one last summer. In the end, we got to be such good friends. Oh yeah, with the dragon, right? With the baby. So what's the deal with you two? Oh, so she's trying to get under the scales. Like, I'm Seika's servant. You should just call him Seika. She has such a demeanor. Don't tease me now. I heard the Academy values magic above all else. They accept commoners and servants alike then. Did we say that Mabel was born a commoner? I heard that she was adopted by the Crane family. Sorry if I offended you. Oh, she doesn't care. She's just eating. Have Mabel fight you. No, I don't care about him. She's like, nope. Of course. And look at the dad. It is like, what is it? Oh, talking to the servant? Are they almost in the room? We can speak normally. Are you so angry that I sent Yifa to the academy? Oh, the dad of Yifa. That's not what I'm upset about. I'm upset that you made her a servant of that bastard child. Oh, that's why you don't call him. He's doing well at school. He hasn't caused any problems. I still find the boy creepy. I don't. Seika is a good person. Also, his stepdad, his uncle, actually cares about Seika. You're report of the major topic discussion in certain academies. So the dad doesn't trust Seika at all, huh? Yifa's dad. Is school still a good place? Yes. Good. Ride home more often. Yes. Mother. Really? That surprised me. She ignored me my whole life. That's true. Yeah. If I reborn, I'd love to be able to fly. I'm amazed that you were able to put up with that nonsense, Seika. Somebody had to. I don't like that priestess princess. Yeah, yeah, it's. I'm sure you don't. But my past wife was like that. Your wife? Oh wait, was he married? I'm you. You should have knocked. You shouldn't be coming in a boy's room this late. I'm you. You're gonna tell me to act more ladylike? It's too late for that. You already seen me naked. I didn't have a choice. Just teasing. So what's up? Nothing. I just feeling a little exhausted, so I came to hang out. Yeah, I guess she felt that way. Sorry for not telling you about the princess. Have you decided what you're gonna do when you get out of the lower grades? Will you go into the higher grades? What about you? I'm going home to be an adventurer again. I can't think of any other option. So she wants to be an adventurer, the hero. And Seika, in the dungeon where you were suddenly stripping, I promise that I go adventuring with you again, right? I'm going to be an adventurer myself. Ah, she's all blushing. I didn't think you were serious about that promise. I was. But I know how much about adventurers, though. So when we graduate, will you teach me stuff? Ah, Seika, such a ladies' man. Promise me again. We'll go adventuring together. Promise. Oh, so now she's all happy. Good night. Do you still remember? The reason you got close to Ayamo, the hero, was for you to use the power to hide your own. I'm never gonna forget that, yeah. Because I think that's why he wants to be close to her. Oh, what's over there? City Cathedral. Ran carriages. You understand, right? She left all her guards behind because she says she can't have fun around them. If something happens, you and I will have to deal with it ourselves. The big brother is like, yeah, we gotta deal with this. Oh boy. The market. There's so many people. The priestess. I'm surprised that Seika was married in his past life. Oh, holding his hand. Oh, here we go. Oh, now you was all like, she's all like mad and blushing and all that stuff. You gotta think about your position as princess. And Ayumu looks annoyed. Glad go buy some for me. Oh boy. That middle brother, man, he has to deal with so much. He learned to be nice. You better pay for it when we come back. I guess we're standing out after all. I should have dressed like that. What should you do if you want to get close to someone like that? Well, in stories, there's lots of times where two people get closer after one saves the other's life. Oh, from the adventurers, right? One saves another from hoodlum or a monster and romance blossoms. Does that happen often? Quite a bit. I don't know about that. And then the middle brother. What's with you two brothers? Yeah, they're opposite. So I love the idea of having someone come to my rescue. Why is she staring at Seika? In your case, you're like to be the one doing the saving. Ayumu. Where next, princess? Are we going somewhere in particular? Just walking? And holding hands. Holding hands. But stay close to me because there's no telling what might happen. What are you grinning about? When did I grin? I was all jealous. So they're building something. Of course, holding the hand again. Don't get too close. Oh, it's about to snap. Winlands. And then a hand. We're fine. Top student. Mr. Soldier. The middle brother. Why didn't you do something? I figured you two would handle it. What happened there? She's all pissed, the princess. You suppose that I disappointed her? Magic. Who are these people? We need to get back. Oh, a little bit. This is for you, princess. One moment. At least until we get back to the mansion, I guess. There you go. Oh, a little hairpiece? Does it look weird? So it's like a little scrunchy? Should have brought a mirror. Face of Earth. Mirror. There's a mirror. I'll give you something a little nicer next time. To make up for that? She's never been given a present like that? I highly doubt that, though. The weirdest magic? If you broke it up... be quiet now. You guys. That's just my magic. And that's it! That's the end? Oh, I think we're gonna see a preview at the very end. So what do I think about today's episode? It was very interesting to say the least. I think I like where the story is going. The princess came out of nowhere, right? And for whatever reason, she wanted to go to that house. And it seems to me that her eyes could sense things, could see things. And I don't know if she maybe has an inkling or a feeling that Seika is stronger than what other people think. And maybe she sees the true feelings of him, like try not to stand out. But it's interesting to like think, but she is mischievous. She likes to tease a lot. And it's funny how he said that this reminds me of my former wife in my past life. And it's like, what? How? And we don't even see like a flashback about that, right? That would have been cool to see. I hope she's not a reincarnation of the past wife, right? That would be even more weird, but who knows? Stranger things have happened in anime, right? But she has, I don't know if she's teasing Seika or she actually is developing feelings for Seika. But I know she's curious about Seika. That's all I know for sure. So, but we already know that the Yifa's father doesn't like Seika because he's creepy, but his stepdad, his uncle, says, I don't mind Seika. Working hard, middle brother. I can see why the princess chose you to be the Holy Knight. Holy Knight? That's what the escorts are called? Nope. She spread the idea herself. It sounds good in the ears of people. It makes it easy for bards to write songs. I wasn't chosen for my skills. It was because of some plot she has. She's a politician, even if she doesn't look like. She may not seem that way, but she is. She was one forbidden to so much leave the house, but at some point, she broke free, and she became the famous Holy Princess. And a candidate to the throne. That was her doing, huh? She can see the future. Oh, the future? Is that really possible? Yes. Her mother wasn't just some priestess. She was an oracle priestess. She was born, her mother spoke the prophecy of the hero and the demon king. The hero and demon king? Do the Empire and the princess know who they are? No. But given how badly she wanted to see her, the Ayuma girl must be the hero. From the look of it, you knew that too. Well, he knew that. Why are you telling me this, by the way? Because she wanted to see you too. I can't figure it wouldn't hurt to tell you, but don't get too involved. Are you worried about me? He's like, no. Don't get in her way. She got an eye on the Empire's future after all. The Empire's future, huh? And there's a chess piece there. I wonder if that is a significance. Okay, so she can see the future. So that kind of answers my question, like, why does she have this weird vibe around her, right? But I guess we're gonna find out in the next week's episode, because this is getting good. Because now we didn't hear more about those demons that were attacking, that town, and they're trying to find the hero, and now she can see the future, but I don't know how Seika is involved in this, but I guess we're gonna learn more about it. So again, guys, what did you guys think about today's episode? Write your comments below, and if you like the content of this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification so you know when future videos are available. All right, everyone, stay awesome. I'll see you next week for next week's video. All right, stay awesome.